Hey everyone, it's Fox from modelmaking.guru here. Just a really quick video, and not one that I thought I'd ever have to make, but here we go. A bit of a shitstorm erupted on the internet today. If you know me, you'll know that I don't just do Gunpla kits. I make lots of kits, and one of my particular favourites is Star Wars kits. Until recently, it was kind of fine molds were the best ones, and then happy days, Bandai, my newfound favourite model making company, got a license to produce Star Wars kits, and so far they've made some beautiful little kits: X-Wing, Snowspeeders, Stormtroopers, and they're in the Bandai tradition. They're snap fit, they're beautifully tooled, they're wonderful little kits. Now I haven't actually had one yet. I've not had a chance to order any. I've not had the time to do one. Seems I'm not going to get that chance now, at least not the direct method. Apparently today, or in the last day or two, Bandai has been forced to instruct its first-party retailers, or it's not first-party retailers, but its main retailers like HobbyLink Japan and other stores, to restrict sales of those kits to Japan and Asia. Why is this? Well, here's how it works. There are two major license holders for Star Wars kits. There's Revell in the US and Europe, as far as I know, and there is Bandai in what the Americans call the Asian market. So Japan and that part of the world. The rumour going around, the scuttlebutt going around, is that Revell have asked Disney to enforce the territories, so that Revell can sell their kits in the US and I think the EU, and HobbyLink Japan can no longer sell their kits in those areas. They have to stick with their own area. This is bullshit. I'm swearing now. I do apologise. Previously, you had a choice. You could buy a Bandai kit, which would be good, or you could buy a Revell kit, which would undoubtedly be a piece of crap. Many of you know that I have no real love for Revell kits. Up until recently, their Star Wars kits were snap fit kit, which is fine. Bandai do snap fit kits, but they were pretty much crap. They were badly designed, badly tooled. They were cheap toys that, yeah, you could paint them up, and they might look alright, but they still look rubbish compared to the other ones out there. Revell has since announced that they have now come to an agreement with Fine Molds to release Fine Molds kits under the Revell Master label, which is they have all their crappy snap fit kits for children because they're rubbish, which I have no intention of ever buying and making for myself because they're just crap. Or you have the Master Kits, which are the Fine Molds Millennium Falcon, the TIE Fighter, and the X-Wing. I'm not sure of the scales of the TIE Fighter and the X-Wing. They're just the Fine Molds kits, rebranded as Revell. Whether Fine Molds is actually making them, I don't know. Or whether they've just bought the molds, who knows. Anyway, okay, I thought, brilliant, at least I can still get my Fine Molds Falcon. That's no problem. Might work out quite nicely. However, it's just screwed up now. If you're in the US or the EU, what you're basically being told is you have to buy Revell's crap. Unless you want to go through a third-party retailer in Japan, Singapore, Thailand, or one of many other places who really doesn't care that much and will sell them to you anyway. Places like HobbyLink Japan, you won't be able to get them anymore. It's not HobbyLink Japan's fault. I love HobbyLink Japan. They're brilliant. They can't now sell them outside Japan. End of. They're all changing their web store, so you will not be able to order Bandai Snapfit kits. And I'll be honest with you, the Fine Mold kits were really, really awesome. But the Bandai kits are starting to be even better. Even though they're Snapfit and, you know, they're pre-coloured, they're starting to be better than the Fine Molds kits. And now your options are to buy it from some third-party seller who is a little bit more unscrupulous and doesn't care and will charge you a lot more for it, or buy the Revell shit. And I'm sorry, nah. I'm not paying my own money for a Revell kit ever again. You know my feelings on Revell kits anyway. I think they're just awful. And I think it's pathetic. If it's true that Revell has gone to Disney and asked them to enforce it, I don't know. This is what I've heard. I could be wrong. It could be Disney that's enforced it, in which case sucks to Disney. But if it's Revell that's enforced it, that's not how you compete in a good market. You know, you don't produce crap products and then complain because somebody else who makes better products is selling them in the same territory. You actually make your product better so that people come to you to buy your products because they're better than the competitors. Yeah, I know there's licensing issues and there's nothing wrong with Revell enforcing their licenses, but still at the same time, Looking at things on the internet today, what people have said in the modelling community, this is a real monkey shit fight, and a lot of people are not on the side of Revell on this one, purely because Revell just do not produce good quality kits. The only kits they are going to be producing that are anywhere near good are fine molds kits, and it's not like they're going to suddenly get fine molds to make a new one. I suspect fine molds doesn't have a permission to make new models. They're just using their existing models and retooling them as relabeling them as Revell. So this is my rant. Revell, screw you. Not buying any of your kits again. I'm sorry. Nah. If you've instigated this, nah, not interested in it. I mean, I wouldn't buy them anyway, but nah, if someone commissions me to make one, alright, I'll do that. I'm not buying it. So, but for my own collections, my own models, no, it's pathetic. So now, as I'm in the UK, but for any of my followers in the US or the rest of the EU, you're shit out of luck. You now have to go to a number of different stores in the Asian market, as the Americans would call it, who will charge you a lot more than you would pay if you were able to buy it, say, through HLJ or other regular mainstream stores. It's just pathetic. So that's my rant. That's the news for today. So looks like, unless I want to spend a fortune, unless something good happens and retailers start selling them somehow and are not stupidly overpriced, you're not going to see me making a Bandai Star Wars kit anytime soon, because I don't want to pay twice the price, to be frank, brutally honest about it. If I want to buy an X-Wing or a TIE Fighter, or if they ever bring out a 1/72nd scale Falcon, I know they're bringing out a 1/44 scale Falcon, if they want to bring one of those out, I'm not going to pay twice the price to get it from some obscure retailer in Thailand or Singapore somewhere. It's just not going to happen. I like buying, when I buy from Japan, I like buying things from HobbyLink Japan. This is not a sponsored video, by the way. I'm not endorsed by them. I just like them. They're not expensive, they're reliable, and they sell all the good stuff. But, nah. I mean, thankfully, Gundams and Gunpla, no problem at all. There's plenty of retailers around Europe and the UK who can supply those to me. Fantastic. You know, Japan, cool. I get a lot of stuff from them. Brilliant. No problem at all, because Bandai own the licensing for Gundam worldwide, so hello. But Star Wars kits, sorry. Unless someone commissions me and they can provide the model, or can pay the money for me to get the model for them at an extortionate rate because it's not supposed to come to the UK, then you're not going to see me make any Bandai Star Wars kits. And I feel sad about that, because I love making Bandai kits. I love Star Wars kits. Star Wars kits are the best kits to weather. They have a certain battered look that I absolutely adore. But not going to happen. So, screw you, Revell. I'm kind of done with you. I was anyway. I've got one kit in my stash that's a Revell kit that's actually about 15 years old. 2 kits actually, which I bought somewhere like last year, so I'll probably get round to making those because they're just specific subjects, but other than that, nah, no, I don't think so. So, that's my rant over. So I just wanted you to know, that's why I probably won't be making any Bandai Star Wars kits anytime soon, and that's why this sucks. Hopefully something good might come of it, who knows, but we'll have to wait and see. But, hey Revell, try and learn how to work your business a bit so you don't alienate a big chunk of the model making community, because right now, from what I've read, there's a big part of the model making community that are up in arms about this, that people that love making these things, and before they had a choice, Bandai or Revell, and the choice was, well, I want to go with quality, so I'll buy Bandai, end of. Now there's no choice at all, absolutely none. If you want to make a good quality model and not just some crappy piece of plastic toy that looks rubbish, you're screwed. I'd love to be able to go down to my local store and buy a Revell kit. There's no reason why Revell couldn't, well, I suppose there is a lot of reasons, but in an ideal world, Revell would speak to Bandai and say, hey, why can't we work out some kind of co-licensing here where we can release your kits as Revell? That'd be great. That'd be brilliant. That'd be perfect. I could go down to my local hobby shop and buy one. But right now, nah. So that's my rant over. Not much of a rant. I'm not like shouting or anything, but Revell, learn how to run your business so that your customers aren't all alienated. And Bandai, sorry to hear that you can't make lots of money off your kits because you had a worldwide audience about 2 days ago and now suddenly that's disappeared. And bear in mind, of course, when you buy a Bandai kit from some unscrupulous third-party retailer for twice the price, that money doesn't go back to Bandai. They've bought it from Bandai at the standard price. So Bandai aren't benefiting from that. So, there you go. Rant over. We shall return to our normal scheduled activities. Adios, amoebas.